Alright, welcome to today's video. We are going to be revealing the wrap, I think, in this video. The lap, yep. And then we're also going to the dyno and we're going to tune the S15 with a little bit more power for Pro 1. Now last year, Pro 2, we ran it around 720, 750, around like 20 pounds on a 3584. This year we're going to be going full tilt on a G35 1050. Other noteworthy mentions, we're driving in the middle of nowhere. Looks like we're in Pennsylvania, but we're not. We don't think we're anywhere close to Pennsylvania, but we don't really understand geographically where St. Louis is. Also, we found out via Freddie this morning that you can get tea with no water. I don't understand it, I don't comprehend it, but do you wanna elaborate?
I don't know how to elaborate. My girlfriend orders for me.
He like shows me on the app, he's like, bro,
Look, no water.
it says no water. And I have to find the option for no water on a tea drink. Like, Freddie, how do you drink it? We still don't understand, so if you understand, comment below. Right here is a great example of why it was awesome to work with Michael from D-Magic and Super Wow. Because the fact that they worked together, they were able to figure out all the sizing and get everything pretty dialed in. So as Daniel's wrapping it, pretty much everything here fell exactly where it needs to be.
They killed it. However you scaled it, however they worked on scaling it with you,
yeah,
it's almost perfect.
So we're talking about pretty much like all this is going to lay as one sheet. But we decided he's probably going to cut out this piece down here just in case it ends up falling on this seam right here, because sometimes it's hard to account for like body curvature and stuff on the rendering. So as an example, like doing the over fender in the rear, that was one of the challenges he ran into with things not necessarily lining up how they would in the image. So you just kind of do them piece by piece and then kind of put them where they make the most sense. But already it's fire. Made it to ET Automotive Group. Andy's good friends with these guys and they're letting us use their dyno today. Chris's tuner Kevin's in town helping tune the S15. We've also got Freddie here giving input and direction where he can. We've got a lot of awesome people coming together to help get the best final result we possibly can with the S15. I know that they've been running to a couple electrical issues that I think are revolved around the alternator right now. So pretty much just troubleshooting on that before we can start to make some power pulls, but it's looking good. It's a little understeer happy, Mike.
You don't say.
Whoa, the brakes are good, bro. Holy moly. Just understeers. Why is this so funny to you?
I don't know, dude.
This thing's moving. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Brake check! Damn, dude, ABS is sick.
This thing's got some good brakes on it.
Yeah. She's so mad. Whoops. Wait, I want to see if I can do reverse donuts.
Oh, that is a weird.
That one felt so backwards. Whoa. It's not as fun as you like think. Like you watch other people doing it and it looks so fun, but it's not actually that fun. I just like doing the wee.
Whoa.
I like.
Oh my god!
Got a little whiplash from that one.
I felt like I started getting into manji a little bit.
My neck.
Woo! We're minging!
That air filter delete did some work, huh?
Yeah, dude. So what's going on right now, Chris is going to go get our other alternator because we're running into alternator issues. It seems like we're just running into little wiring gremlins. So while he's doing that, we're going to make a quick run to the fireworks store because we found out we're in some county here where fireworks are plentiful and they're very, very inexpensive. So that's where we're going right now. Whoa. I don't know what that's about. Rear. Do one of you guys unbuckle your seatbelt? Colette. Troublemaker in the backseat.
You're breaking the car. That's what that notification is.
My girlfriend and my tuner causing trouble in the backseat. What is... It is her! Stop it! Why a rental car? This is why I never get a rental car. It's so fun. Guys, ready? Brake check. What is going on with this thing? Ready? Guys, brake check. 1, 2, 3. I'm just kidding. I accidentally didn't do that.
At least you gave me a warning that time.
Yeah, but I didn't actually need to hit it. Yo, ready? I'm gonna rev at this guy. Molly Browns, here we come! Let's go! You made it, brother! Buy one, get 5 free? What? Oh, it's my lucky day! Woo!
No!
Let's play, come
Wow,
on.
nice,
On the
okay.
road. No, this is what we do. Come here. Come here.
No.
What's the game? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it fell over. I don't want to pick it up. I don't know what it is. Oh.
Her face. She doesn't expect it.
I thought it was a smoke bomb!
I hope I didn't put it out. Not supposed to do that, Mike. Oh shit! Meow, meow. day 2. We're here at ET Tuning. Again, the guys were kind enough to let us use their dyno. We had a few mechanical issues with the car that the guys got sorted last night. One of the plugs on the back of the radium setup actually had a failing connection. So they were able to kind of rig something up to get that to work for now, because yesterday we only had 1 pump going. So we've got 2 now. Freddie's gonna hop in the seat, work some of his magic. We're gonna see what we can make now that we have proper fuel. All right, Freddie, before we show them what we made on those couple passes, what are your thoughts so far? I know this is your first 3/4 sequential car. Like,
It's rowdy.
yeah?
It's really good.
So what have you kind of been doing? Like, give us like a brief kind of run around on what you've been looking out for and what the mission has been this morning.
All right, so this morning, pretty much once we sorted all through the fuel gremlins, we started tuning it on a wastegate spring, which is about 20 PSI. It was making 700 wheel and was like 580 torque.
Yep.
And then we started upping the boost and playing with the torque curve so we can get really good low end torque and maintain it throughout the RPM range. We're running out of duty cycle up top at 800 wheel at 8,000 RPM. So we're gonna kind of leave the peak power there, but try and get more mid-range. That way, the same situation as the E36 doesn't happen where the car's so gripped up, the car can't, like it gets stuck at a certain RPM and it can't accelerate past a certain point.
Yep. So if you look at the dyno graph over here, right here, and this is kind of the tricky thing with drift cars. Like he was saying, the torque is what gets the wheels spinning. And obviously up here, I would like to have a little bit more torque because we might not be able to get up to red line if we do have a grip limiting issue. So as of right now, as I explained the other day, we only have 1500s in this car. We're probably gonna need to go up in injector size, but for right now, we really wanna get the car on track so we can test the chassis, make sure everything feels good grip-wise, and then we can come back, add a little bit more power once we know everything's figured out. But what's cool that we're gonna play with for the first time with this car, last year a lot of people were always talking to me, you know, why are you using a clutch while you're shifting, yada, yada, yada. We didn't have the strain gauge set up on the actual shifter for the sequential. And what that does is it senses when you start to pull on it, and it has an ignition cut strategy, so that way it unloads everything. I didn't have that, so I had to use the clutch while I was shifting. Now this year, we're gonna try to play with that and get it to a point where I can be full throttle on the run up and actually short shift it so I don't blow the tires off and hopefully have a faster run up. It's still a really good idea when you're using a sequential to clutch in while you're shifting, while the wheels are spinning, because everything's unloading, loading, and it can damage the gears. But we're gonna play with that, and then potentially too, if the solenoids are still good from last year, we still have a 40 shot on the car that we're gonna use to see if we can get this torque to come on even sooner. So a little bit 40 shot of nitrous is enough just to wake the turbo up, and we might actually be able to see this move over as much as 500 RPM. So Freddie's gonna do another pass. I know you said you're gonna see if you got any more room in the injector, just because the way that they're scaled. I guess like sometimes 100% isn't really 100%.
So pretty much the next pass, I added more boost from 5,000 to 6,000. So we need a little bit more torque mid-range. And then up top, leave the peak power alone.
Cool.
Pretty much for now.
So I'm excited. Everybody's been working super, super hard on this, and it's cool that today everything's coming together and it's looking real good.
Freddie's got the biggest smile on his face after those pulls. Dude, I was watching you in the car. Ding, ding, ding. So we officially have, I guess, would you call that no lift shift with a sequential? Cut strategy. So now, in theory, on the run up, I'll be able to keep the car in boost without blowing the tires off. Before, I would kind of have to like, then shift into the next gear without bogging. So in theory, it's kind of like being able to control boost with traction control without actually having traction control. That's illegal. Any thoughts?
It's badass, that's it.
I'm so excited. So we have permission to take it for a couple rips in this kind of like industrial road. I guess it's not a big deal over here, and the car's got a plate, so take her for some rips, take some data logs, and see how she is.
It's Florida legal.
Threshold, so I know if I'm trying to lower that.
RPM is 40% throttle, 3,500.
Should I try it? It doesn't like second gear, Andy. Feels good to be back in that thing again. Did it look crazy?
Yeah, super crazy.
Dude, it's fast. I'm like super nervous about the whole no lift shift thing, so we're gonna have to definitely dial that in a little bit too, because it's like finding a happy medium between not resting your hand on it too much, but also pulling it hard enough, and then dialing the voltage in there. We got some decent testing in though, and then eventually I shredded the alternator belt. I think we're having a weird kind of either bent alternator bracket, or it's like kind of twisting too much with the motor, and we need to stiffen it. But overall, I mean, for the first official testing of the car, a great feat of this. If you guys remember last season, it had a lot of issues with cooling. Now the car, with all of that abuse, didn't like creep over 179 the entire time.
That's sick.
Yeah, between the brushless fans, the new CNR radiator, the different water lines, it's just like stayed ice cold the whole time. Everything looked good. Definitely felt a little weird. I haven't driven a Wisefab S chassis in a long time, so when I went to initiate, the like kind of the sweep of the turning ratio, if that's what you would call it, is a little different. So some cars will have like a little bit of input translates to a lot of angle in the beginning, but then it dials out towards the end. This one I feel like is the opposite, where in the beginning a little bit goes a long way, and then at the end a little bit is just a little bit. So it's just kind of relearning that ratio for the car. But overall, I'm super happy. We got to bring it back to the shop. Daniel's going to help finish up the wrap. I know you guys can see both sides are done and it looks phenomenal, but we still got some decals for the hood and the bumpers. But dude, look how cool it looks out in the light right now. This is, I almost want to leave the hood plain because that looks so cool. We're either going to need to raise it or put some of the side splitters on because I must have bottomed out. Dang.
Total.
Big sad.
Trashed.
No, so we'll make a splitter just like the ones I do, and I think if we leave it flush like to this corner and just let it go straight, that'll be a good like protective buffer.
Sure, you'll just have to not step on it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm used to that.
Wake up. Let's make it happen.
Wake up. Wake up. All right, I'm gonna sum out first and thank the other people that aren't here right now that did an amazing job. Michael from D-Magic killed it on the design. I didn't really talk to you guys much about the whole like kind of inspiration for everything, but what I sent him initially, I took a Yashio factory car because it does have a Yashio factory kit. And I basically was like, I really like this because it was nice and clean graphics, still had the kind of tribal, very Japanese style going on, but it wasn't too busy. But I was like, take this, I really like it. I like manipulated the colors and then kind of do your thing with it. So he took it, he ran with it, and he came up with this like sick blue smoke / flame stuff going on with all these textures, and it was exactly what I was looking for. It came out phenomenal. Him working with Super Wow Factory, I'm extremely impressed not having the car or really any exact dimensions of this kit because we are the first people to have this kit in the States. Like, it's pretty much all but like 2 stickers lined up.
Oh yeah, no, it was almost perfect. It was almost perfect. That's rare. I mean, even when you have the car in front of you, they never even seen the car, right?
I mean, they have like S15 dimensions,
right,
but all this flare stuff is just kind of guessing, I guess.
Right. No, they killed it. They killed it.
And you killed it the most, man. I'm super, super appreciative.
Thank you.
Behind the scenes, off camera, there's been a lot of, I don't want to say headaches, but a lot of speed bumps that we've been going over, and you've been working through the night while the team isn't on the car, and it's super appreciated, and I hope you don't hate me after coming out
No,
here.
I don't. It was cool. It was like, it felt good to be a part of it because I told you, everybody felt the stress. I mean, I seen it in everybody's eyes.
Yeah.
So I got to be a part of it too. I was a little stressed out, but it was cool to be like with the team and make it happen and then see it done in time, right? We got it done in time. Everybody got it done, their part done. So it was cool to be a part of it.
Afterwards, I know at first the fade, I was like, like I liked everything here, but the hood I felt iffy about. I think I like the contrast now.
I love it. I love
think
it.
It works with it.
I think we talked about it already, but the colors don't feel like they would work, but it 100% works. So like when you see the art versus the color that was painted, it's like when I first seen it, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. But as soon as we started laying panels and see it come together, it actually looks really, really good. It just pops at you, you know? You can't miss it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel like Michael's sitting there behind his computer and he's just like,
most people don't put this color in this because it doesn't look
He
good
knew.
together."
He knew it was
And
gonna
he's
work.
like,
Yeah.
looks sick.
He knew it was gonna work.
So you guys saw the beautiful montage that Mike already filmed, so you already know like all around the car and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add? That you'll never do a wrap like this again because it's
No, I've told you I want to do it again.
Yeah?
When are we doing another one? So
Well, I mean, I got a car in California that's
yeah,
gonna need
let's
a lot
make
of
it
wrap
happen.
stuff.
Let's make it happen.
Don't
It's a fun
say that,
project.
bro, because
I told you. I'm telling you.
All right, well, you keep saying that.
See, I think it's cool though. Like you hit me up, we were able to make it happen. It was a short notice, but it kind of adds the element of like, let's make it happen type of thing, you know? So it was fun.
You know what I think would be really cool? Just to like compare and contrast. So the car that I have in California that like getting all new body panels
Yeah.
and stuff. What if we try, like you can do printed wraps, right?
Yeah.
What if we try to not necessarily mimic this, but try to do a printed fade
That'd be
and
cool.
then be able to compare and be like,
We could
talk
actually
about
do
the
it.
pros and cons.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
we could
really
do it.
cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun. Look at this, I'm already locking him into another project.
Here
He's
we
like,
go, here we
"Man,
go."
what did I get myself into on camera?
Well,
but no.
thank you for letting us do
Dude,
it.
thank you.
Thank you
I
very much.
appreciate
It was really, really cool. It's cool to be a part of it.
I know you want to get
Thanks for the branding, dude.
Hey, bro, thank you. I know you want to get some sleep, so I'm not going to keep
Yeah,
rambling. Otherwise, I keep on being like, yo, tell me about this sticker. How hard was that sticker, you know?
They'll see it on our video. So if you go watch our video, we got the whole layout. Our video is going to be fully documenting the entire process. So
Link will be in description.
Sweet.
Good job plugging yourself, because I
Yeah.
almost forgot. I would have kicked myself.
no, all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we filmed the whole thing. So if you guys want to know what it took to do this, it'll be in our video.
And it's not as easy as it looks.
Now,
Every time I get into something like this, I'm like,
to put it in perspective, we did probably like a week job in a day and a half. So I'd spend about a week at the shop doing this.
I'm pumped, man.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's go to
Thank
bed.
you. Yeah, for sure. Hope you guys are pumped on the new livery. We will see you with the next video testing this thing on track. So we got a little bit of light testing in today. Freddie's gonna make some more adjustments tonight, go over some logs, and then we're gonna actually put this thing to the test. So look forward to that. And I couldn't be any more pumped.
When you said